How do I test backups? 3 practical steps to make sure that safety net works. I'm Leo Notenboom. I've been answering questions like this one since 2003. Here's today's question. I back up my data using Windows, but it's not maybe as retrievable as I would like it to be. I don't know exactly how to test backups to know whether they're really there. It says they are, but are they? I've had to use system image to restore function once when my computer became infected with something. I basically just transferred the system image back to my C drive and it solved all my problems. I must say I'm thankful to you for strongly encouraging everyone to do backups. I can't tell you how many friends and family have lost stuff, everything, because of not backing up. Pictures, important data, loss of pictures seems to be the most heartbreaking. Yeah, I hear those heartbreaking stories all the time. I really do. And at one point I can say, you should have been backing up, but that kind of seems almost cruel at a point like that, where the data that they are missing is essentially lost and gone forever. But it is the bottom line. Backing up is important. As it turns out, is testing your backups, making sure that your backups actually work before you need them. Corporations actually formally do this, and I've got some ideas on exactly what you should be doing to make sure that that happens for you as well. So one thing we need to be clear about from the beginning is that there really is only one complete test of a backup, and that is to use it. The problem is you're faced with a dilemma. If you restore from a system image backup and it works, you know that it works. If it fails, however, then you are left with a restore process that doesn't work and a potentially damaged machine because, of course, a restore process is going to be destructive. It's overwriting everything on your machine. If that fails partway through, you're left with a mess. And what's worse is you're left with a mess that you can't restore from a backup because that's the very thing you just proved doesn't work. So there are a couple of intermediate steps, a couple of techniques that will allow you to at least gain a much higher level of confidence, but they're not absolute. As it turns out, I do have one absolute approach to solving this problem, but it too requires a bit of work. The first approach that I recommend is that you basically prepare for a restore and then stop just short. What that means is reboot your machine from your rescue media as if you were preparing to restore the machine from a backup image. That should then load your backup software. Make sure that the backup software can find the backup image you're looking to restore. Once it does so, take the steps in the restore process that you would normally take if you were going to restore the image, but stop right at the point where the backup would actually start to restore the image. Basically, you're doing all of the prep work and making sure that a lot of stuff works, but you just stop shy of actually initiating the restore process. This is actually incredibly valuable for a number of different reasons. It's confirming that you can boot from your rescue media. It's confirming that the backup software runs. It's confirming that the backup software can find your backup image, and it's confirming that the backup software can find the hard disk onto which you want to restore that image. That's testing a lot, and should give you a really high level of confidence that should you need to restore the image, you probably can. Now, the second approach doesn't require rebooting at all. What you do here is, while you're running your machine normally, fire up your backup software and locate one of your backup images. Now, delve into that image and locate a specific file and see if you can copy it back out to your machine. In other words, what you're doing is you're restoring an individual file from your backup. This confirms a number of additional things. It confirms that the files you think are in the backup are in the backup. It confirms once again that your backup software can read and access the images you've taken. And it confirms essentially that everything is the way it should be. It's another level of assurance that the backups are there and contain what you expect. The third step? Well, while you've got that image open and you're poking around in it anyway, attempting to restore one of your own files, go spelunking. Have a look at the Windows folders. Make sure that they're there. Make sure that they have lots of files. Make sure that you can see them. Make sure that Windows System 32 is present. Make sure that the users folder is there at the root of your C drive. Basically, make sure that as much of the operating system looks to be there as you can. It's not a definitive test. I'm not expecting you to confirm that every file is in fact where it should be, but by looking in the Windows folder and by making sure that there are lots of files, there are hundreds of files in Windows System 32, that is another level of confidence that this particular backup image has what you think it has. Now, the fourth approach is actually a complete backup, but done safely. This requires actually playing with your hardware. Like I said at the beginning, the only way to confirm that a backup will in fact restore completely and successfully is to do it. So what we do is this. We'll take out your hard drive, turn off your computer, remove the hard drive in your machine, and replace it with an empty one. Pretend that your hard drive had failed. Pretend that you're in the process of replacing it. Go ahead and replace that hard drive with a second one, an empty one, and then go through the process of restoring your machine. If it fails, okay, you know it fails and you can start looking into why, but you can return to where you were by replacing your original hard drive back into the machine. If it succeeds, however, well, that last step is actually kind of optional. You've got a machine with a working hard drive the way it was when you started. Maybe there's no point in putting the original hard drive back in place. That's up to you. But the fact is, if the restore succeeds, you know without a doubt that your backup process is backing up and your restore process will restore. Hope you found that helpful. For links to related articles on the original article that this video was based on, visit askleo.com/14556. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.